What's up, you guys? It's Hayden, and today I'm going to be talking about hormones. One of my friends suggested that I do a video on discussing whether transitioning was right for me. For me, that's a pretty easy answer because it's pretty straightforward, and I'm going to say yes. Transitioning was probably the most positive and best thing I could have ever done for myself. But this person is also talking about gender fluidity and how transitioning for some may be a good thing, but for others it may not be a good thing or something that they don't necessarily want. And this is where gender gets very complex because, you know, we live in a society where all we're really taught is the binary structure, so there's only male and female, but there's a whole lot of other different genders that are out there that people identify with. For some who might be in the middle, which is more gender fluid or gender queer, the discussion of hormones might cross their mind. But you see, the thing with hormones, it's something that you want to be certain that is going to be best for you in the long run. So the best thing that you can do, even if you are 150% certain you want to take hormones, or if you're just kind of, I don't know, I'm questioning it, I don't know if it's something that I want to do, I really suggest that you go talk to a professional. Sit down with a professional and weigh out your pros and cons of taking hormones. For some people, taking hormones to transition, it might be a really positive thing, and it might be something that they are looking forward to seeing all the changes. But for others, it might not be what they necessarily want. They might be content with their body and how they appear in society. And that's totally fine. You can still identify within the trans spectrum without having to take hormones. And nobody should be judged based upon that. That doesn't make you less trans or anything like that. I mean, that's the really beautiful thing about life. We're all so different and unique, and I like to see, as a society and as a community, everyone embracing the differences and embracing the diversity among all of us. For me personally, with my transition, hormones were incredibly important. They were essential for me to feel at ease in my body and just be able to interact in society as the man I am. So for me, coming to the conclusion that I needed hormones to move forward in my life and my journey, I got myself into therapy, and I talked a lot about like what I was going through, and it really helped me sort out all of the noise in my brain. You know, I had so much fear of a lot of different things, and that included starting hormones, because there are things that are kind of scary to think about. But then there's also things like you know, losing hair or growing hair on your back and stuff like that. You know, you weigh out your pros and your cons, and in the end, I decided that it was something that I wanted. It was something I needed, and I didn't, not that I don't care about the side effects of it, you know, the negative side effects, because I do care about it. You know, I get blood work done every 6 months, and I make sure that my organs are fine and that I am healthy. So I do care about that type of stuff, but weighing out the pros and the cons of it, the pros are just immense. You know, I can live my life as the person who I am. And that is something that everyone should have, you know? Everyone should be able to have access to that type of happiness. Yeah, so when I got myself into therapy and I was able to really figure out what I needed, what I wanted, then I went and contacted a doctor who has a special interest in trans medicine and trans health. We just got the ball kind of rolling from there, and it all happened really quick. It was amazing to see the turnaround in everything with me. You know, I was able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, I was in a really dark place and I wasn't feeling good and I was really depressed. And once I saw the little sheet of paper, I actually have it pinned up in my studio. It's like a to-do list that my doctor wrote out for me to get me started on hormones, like what I had to all do. And once I saw that pink sheet though, it was like a miracle to me, you know. I felt so excited, so happy. It was all these emotions that I hadn't felt in a really long time. It was really remarkable. That's all I can really say about that experience. Then I set a date to tell my family in the course of one weekend because it was my only opportunity to do it in person. And then I came out publicly online to everyone once I had told my family, and it was the most nerve-wracking thing I have ever done in my life, but it was the most rewarding and best thing at the same time. And then October 28th, I began hormones. I started testosterone. And it's been this incredible journey ever since. I don't think I have one single complaint about what hormones have given me. I haven't had any type of scare with taking hormones or anything, so it's been a really positive thing for me. And it's helped me so much with my dysphoria. It's amazing that I can interact in society as a man and not be questioned at all. It's really remarkable coming from pre-T, where I was really depressed, to now, and it's just been 2 years, and that's just freaking amazing, you know? But you know, that's just my experience, that's my story. Everyone's story is different. Conclusion of this video: if you are someone who is questioning your gender, or you're uncertain if you want to go through some sort of transition, or uncertain about taking hormones, first I want to say you're not alone. There are people who have those same exact feelings. And the second thing is, go talk to someone. Even if that means just someone who you are close with, someone who you know is going to support you, and someone who you trust. It just opening up that little bit of dialogue, it's gonna alleviate a lot of stress off your shoulders and off your chest. And then I would really suggest going to see a professional. Even if that is first just starting off with a therapist to really work through your emotions and how you're feeling. And then if you're still uncertain about hormones, I would really suggest going to speak to someone who has knowledge in that area. So someone like an endocrinologist, or somebody who has some experience in trans medicine. And it can be frustrating, you're gonna have to call around, but ask other people that are in your area. Look towards a local LGBT center. I can try to include some links. I know one website, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I'll put it in the description, and it's like a database for local LGBT resource centers. You know, there is help out there, and if you are questioning your gender, I just want you to know that you're not alone and there's help out there. And big thanks to my friend for bringing this topic up to me. I thought it was a really good topic to talk about. And I hope that you all got something from this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you have any suggestions or ideas for videos in the future, please let me know. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel. You can also share this video. I will do a video soon, not sure when, as I never know. But until then, I hope you all have a safe and wonderful few days ahead. Alright, thanks guys, bye.